Hi, just a quick video demo for friends and family to let you know why I'm investing in Tesla vehicles. The website you can see here is the Model Y. The one that you could get now is the Model 3. This is the one that I'm getting. Basically, Australian price roughly 80,000, and that will be over a 5-year loan. And I expect that for each car that I own, the total profit will be about 104,000. So how do we get to that point? Resale value in America, roughly the same as the new cost currently. Old Teslas are depreciating slower than any other vehicle as far as I know to date. Main obviously reason you can profit from them is the fact that they are self-driving and the fact that you can add that at time of purchase. The Model Y is the 7-seater, similar to my Captiva, Holden Captiva. So basically the Model Y will cover the family, and the Model 3 kind of covers the runabout, or the Dart as we call it on my website, my green car. The Ford Model T basically was exactly 100 years ago, and exactly the revolution, not that I like using that term, in motoring that the Teslas are, in as much as your Model T Ford was the first mass-produced car that at an affordable price. If you look at the difference in cost of living over the last 100 years, you'll see that we're basically 71 times where we were there as far as the cost of houses, average income, and cost of vehicles. The reason I'm making a point of that is up until now, the only Tesla you could get was the Model S, which is 150,000 Australian, plus options, around 200,000 if you spec it up to what you get with the new ones for 80,000. So about 60% of an average decent income for a year's income is about what the Model 3 and the Model Y cost, as opposed to the older models, which obviously I didn't invest in because they weren't designed to be on a self-driving network. Main benefit of the Model 3 is the interior camera, which is located kind of here, pointing into the cabin, and Tesla's network, which they've announced but not publicised as yet, explains that the cars will basically just join their network to earn income from when you're at work and what have you. So basically the infrastructure is there via Tesla. The My Green Car side of things, why people are going to register with this, would be basically to share more than just the Tesla cars, and also to help finance the cars. I'll explain that in stage 1, stage 2 in another video, but that's the nuts and bolts of it. And my little slideshow here basically goes through the $1,500 deposit for a Tesla, really the only out-of-pocket cost you'll ever have, theoretically. Roughly equivalent to buying a Bitcoin in 2013 for $50, as in if you bought $1,500 worth of Bitcoins, you would, what did I do there? Come back to this one. That one? They're out of order. I think that was the slide I was after next. So basically, if you had $1,500, $50 30 times Bitcoin's current value is $96,000. So basically, if you, in 2013, if you invested $1,500 in Bitcoin, today you would draw that out for $96,000, which is about what I'm talking about with the Teslas. For every $1,500 Tesla deposit, I'm expecting 104,000 profit for the life of the car. I've got a web page that I've added to the My Green Car, which actually gives all the maths on this in detail, as well as explains what your rental income will be immediately in the few years before the full self-driving is released, or approved I should say. Current backlog for the Model 3, roughly 500,000 was the backlog in the US when they started shipping them out. I would suggest the current backlog in Australia is around about 22,000, just based on population and being 50% as popular as what they would be in the States. Again, I'll have another page that explains these conclusions. Australian population, US population, 10 times difference, etc. So this is all boring, but you kind of get the idea. As far as the rest of the reasons, obviously you've got to go into a fair bit of detail to explain how the My Green Car website will actually be funded. the current platform is that we're going to, instead of taking a single donation, we're actually going to register people for a coin release, so people will be able to buy a $10 coin, which is basically their token to join the network. And unless you've got that, you can't be part of our team. You can only just be part of Tesla's team, which you might be still happy with, but ours is going to offer a lot of benefits as far as low cost sharing of the vehicles is the primary thing. So basically, as soon as the Model 3 comes out with the My Green Car network, you're going to be able to share that for a cost per day. At this stage, the draft rate's about $180 per day, so about 3 times what a rental car would be. And that will be to approve people that we screen, and a lot of that's just basically going to be crowd function, I guess you'd call it. Basically, we're going to have people in a group of 10 with 6 essentially screeners, and they would have to basically screen the drivers before they let them use one of their cars, and basically keep control over things that way. Again, I'll make a few more videos that explains all of this. Charging network in Australia is pretty much all done, and obviously with the self-drive, things like the internal screen, you would imagine will run YouTube and games and all that sort of stuff once the full autonomous is approved. I think that's enough of a nutshell. It's been about 7 minutes, that'll do. But yeah, let us know. I'll drop some more videos on this YouTube channel as I make them. Thank you very much for watching. Hold on, how do I stop this? That, and then that, and then bye.